Hello, everybody. Good day. Good day, everyone. Good day, upper reporters. It's another beautiful week. Another beautiful day again with us at Upper Reporters and Talk, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians across Nigeria, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 13th day of January 2025, and we are live in the studio for our 89th episode of the program, the 89th edition of the program. Is where we are today. There are going to be exciting topics. There are going to be topics we'll be deliberating on topics as we get them directly from upper reporters and social or media forums. And they are going to be interesting ones. But first, before we go further, I'd like to introduce myself. I go by the name of Obasa. I'm going to be your moderator and host for the day. And upper reporters is on his way. He'll be joining us at some point as we go further. As it is, we'll go to the order of the day, and I give you news as I receive from upper reporters. First, there are stories of Edo Election Tribunal adjourns as respondents cite Supreme Court conflict. Edo Election Tribunal adjourns as respondents cite Supreme Court conflict. These are, in as much as I like to know what is going on here, I think adjourn the case, the tribunal has been adjourned, so wait for further outcomes. Because as it is read, there's an adjournment. That means the case did not hold. However, we'll wait for further details, or I will look up all it and figure it out. Lawmakers impeach Lagos Assembly Speaker Obasa. Well, the impeachment in this is not impeachment these days is not new. If you don't align to the order of the day, you'll be impeached. It started from Edo State with Obasa and his deputy. Impeachment. Well, it is a part of government, or it's a part of governance that has to come. It breeds with, it aligns to not being able to deliver. I believe, or I say, in a proper democratic system, impeachment should be a major key. In this way, we don't have to wait for an incompetent elected person to elapse his time. If you're incompetent, we don't have to wait for you to do 4 years. No matter the level of government, whether it's local government, whether it's state government, whether it's federal government, I think at this point, the impeachment key should be used properly, and it should come in adjournment or in collaboration with the people. A vote of no confidence or to inappropriation or illegalities, impeachment should be the order of the day, and it should be used properly. not to fight opposition, not to fight those that don't align to the organ at the top, etc., etc. If there's a governor that's not working properly, or there's a senator that is insubordinate, he should be impeached. Let him go, and if he cannot deliver, go home. Impeachment, so that somebody else can come and use well-meaning of the time. That's what I believe. That's what my stake is. Okay, Delta government APC in war of words over rumored governor defection. Delta government APC in war of words over rumored governor defection. Delta State has been a one-party system to defection. Well, Edo State has suffered setback under Governor Okpebholo, PDP. Well, which of these PDP? I think, well, it is simple. In times like this, criticism follows. I remember when Governor Obasa was still in office. Yes, the APC had a lot of things to say, and they came at it every daily. Now the PDP is here crying. Yes, they are crying, and we're not going to take it away from them that they were part of our problems, if not the originator, like I always put it. So why are they crying? The government just got here barely 3 months ago, and you're already talking about setbacks. What are the setbacks? The man should be allowed to work. The man should be allowed to do his business. The PDP should relax and wait for him to deliver. Yes, they should give him time to deliver. It's not now, speaking of setbacks. Well, I think a lot of setbacks have happened, and it is part of governance in our climate. It is only so. Like I said, today I'll be adding extra news, and I'll be bringing news from behind. Yes, Benin City makes New York Times top 52 places to visit in 2025. I said this on Friday, but we did not discuss it. Spotlighting Museum of West African Art, MOWA. Yes, as it is, an edifice. Or rather, let me start with the New York Times has come up with a list saying in 2025 there are great monumental places that people would love to, that would be great to visit. And it happens that our beloved Benin City is part of it. This hasn't happened in a long time. Yes, our bronzes has been, or rather, the artifacts in Edo has been on international sport for a long time. When I mean artifact, I don't mean the one that the people are. The governor was trying to have sent back, or the one that brought a rift with the governor and the royal palace. No, Edo is blessed with its culture, and the artwork that has come out from Edo has touched every part of the world, and these are known. They have become popular. They are. I think in the movie Wakanda, it was mentioned. If you have seen that part, or if you remember, this is how far it has been exposed, and this is how far it has gone. Yes, the culture is rich, and on that note, especially with the good art creation and all that, it was high time tourism needed to play a major role in it. Yes, and the governor has done so, or the former governor has put us back on that limelight, which is a great one. Initially, I heard they said Governor Oborevwori said he was going to bring the place down. I think when he got there, he realized that it wasn't owned directly by the government, so he couldn't do more than himself. Yes, but now they are now saying these are one of the places. I heard it's a beautiful site. I heard it's a working masterpiece. I don't know if it's open. We have to know. It's in Benin. It's not supposed to be a place where we would have to ask questions or people will tell us about. It is something that we have to. It is something that we have to go directly to check or to visit. No matter how, I don't think it can be that expensive. It is some place that we have to go to visit, so we can see with our eyes, take pictures and tell and share to let people know that we are from a rich culture. Chinese people, if they were Chinese, it was owned by the Chinese people. They will make it a beautiful site, and when you see it all over the social media or internet, you would want to crave a visit. But we should also do so by sharing it up. Yes, everybody, while you're watching, send your relatives, send yourselves. When you visit. When you get to Edo, because most of us in the diaspora people or out of Edo State, when you visit Edo, take time out. Before you go to eat ice cream or go to one of those places where they have live band, do yourself a favor. Go and see the Museum of West African Art. And I'll do that in the near future. Let's see what special gift we have that even the white people are craving to see. Again, there's been this disturbing news about 2 big wigs over that I read on one of the social media platforms, Govt TV. Yes, response about the owner of this day newspaper, response to this day newspaper from billionaire $10. These are juggernaut fighting, but we'll get to that. We'll bring that news. First off, I have two people in the studio with me. I have Chief Oye, I have the quiet one. Welcome, guys. How you enjoying the new week? Happy New Week.
Thank you, dear moderator. Thank you. Quiet one. Good evening.
Yeah, we don't.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Today we don't have we don't have special. We don't have so much special on the table. Yes, according to the news, except the Edo Tribunal has been adjourned due to certain things we cannot discuss on an adjourned case. Then a lawmaker in Lagos has been impeached. And somewhere in Vanguard or something, I saw they said that they are trying to list his sins, list the sins why he has been impeached. So let us discuss not the Lagos State Speaker impeachment, but let us talk about impeachment as a tool in governance. Sometimes when we they talk about impeachment, we think impeachment might be a bad thing or it might be a negative part of it. or it means taking somebody out of the person's livelihood, or a part of oppression. Impeachment should be, especially in a country like Nigeria, impeachment should be a major tool for our democracy. Because, in all honesty, more than 80% of our Nigerian elected members or elected politicians, like I will call them, are working below delivery level. When I mean delivery level, the finances they talk about and the infrastructure or development in all ramification is below par. And in all honesty, if you are not delivering, the only way to take you out of office has to be impeachment, if I'm correct. Because it is high time we begin to ensure that not everyone does his tenure or another, even if you don't deliver. In our country, you don't deliver, you do your 8 years. You deliver, you do your 8 years. So in all ramification, why try to deliver? Your 8 years is guaranteed. So do you have to deliver? No, just do what you like to do and remain. So now, the impeachment to, I see it as, because it is now happening. There's impeachment in Edo, there's impeachment in Lagos, there was impeachment with the deputy governor at some point. In Edo, although he was impeached, he was brought back. They said it was a joke going back and forth. So this impeachment too, is it? Do you guys resonate with what I see or what I see on it? Do you think it should be used more often and used properly? Guy, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. I thought you were extra busy. It's a Monday.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, I'm talking about impeachment. There's been an impeachment in Lagos. Yes. And I said I'm not going to really go into the topic because there are rumors about it. And it happened, but they said he has committed sins. But I said, let's just talk about impeachment. Impeachment as a tool in our Nigerian democracy.
Are you asking me to talk about, you are asking the people?
Yes, I said that's what we are going to discuss. That's
Okay,
what we
sir.
are going to discuss. Yes, that's all right. I'm just trying to tell you the discussion now is about the impeachment. How regular, how our impeachment, our appointed, our elected members or our elected politicians that don't do well, don't they ought to be impeached before? How long does it take how long does it take before a person doesn't deliver then for him to be impeached? So I'm leaving it, that is the discussion we're going to have first. If I got okay, you came in, let me use you as our EPA first. What do you think? If you get what I'm saying.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
I
morning.
beg, make una not vex say if yes ask me make I talk, maybe because you don't say I did busy at the quick commode. I beg more than not vex, special apology. The fact is, you could be right if you say impeachment could be a tool to correct the anomalies in governance. But in Nigeria parlance, that is not the case. It's a case of vendetta and a case of trying to get out of the way the person that could be a stumbling block in the next election. That is the way I see Nigerian impeachment. If you look at the impeachment that is going on now, like this one of Lagos, I'm not very conversant with Lagos politics. It could be that there's a rumor flying around. I'm not sure that Oga's son want to be a governor in the next dispensation. What if this man has been nursing the political ambition of contesting as a governor in 2027? So nobody knows. You see, when they say they want to enumerate or they want to start telling us the sin, the sin, his sin is supposed to be in the media first. And he's supposed to have been scrutinized. He's supposed to have been called for questioning, or or panel of inquiry set up to look into the case or whatever, whether independent inquiry or the State House of Assembly in setting up a panel to look into the his issue before pronouncing impeachment. Our impeachment, they just look at what is going on in Edo State, where one councillor is impeaching a whole chairman of the local government and the vice, and even the one that happened in one of the local governments. Purportedly, they were not even councillors in that local government. They were people brought from, I don't know, maybe from another planet, and they couldn't face the camera. And somebody was behind telling him, do it like this, do the gavel like this. You see, because they are not used to the proceedings in the house. So for me, I think the impeachment in Nigeria is just to punish somebody that is not playing to the gallery. If you're not paying money to the godfathers, they want you out, because we have not looked at what Bibles. He went to the U.S. He felt he could avoid the panic. He went to the U.S. and he refused to honor the invitation. We are still, a long way to go. We are not practicing democracy yet. We're practicing the government of the vendetta and padi
For
padi.
the emperor of the land.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Egarba. Yes, I like the fact that you buttressed it, but now I've seen my fears, because I was thinking, not like I was thinking, I think basically in a society, when people don't do well, they are impeached. But in our own society, if you don't remain loyal to the emperor, you might be impeached. And depends on the emperor on the side that you are standing. So okay, that means we we have not reached the level to practice democracy. That is just the humble truth. Democracy is too. I don't think it is. It is not our style, because we bring certain biases into it. Yes. Anyways, that's me. And Chipoye, are you there? Unmute yourself. Give us a submission.
I'm here. Hello, everyone. Good evening, Paragariba. If you are there, of course. The question is impeachment, right?
Yeah, the topic is impeachment.
And somebody was impeached in Lagos recently.
Yeah, the Speaker of the House was impeached. His name is, I think, Obasa, and he has been replaced already. And a new first, or a female speaker has been sworn in by the
Yes,
name of Imani.
yes. Let's not be too quick to praise democracy in an impeachment as it's supposed to be. What I mean is, where there's democracy and the people that created democracy, they also like the Western world that created, they are part of democracy, because if you really look at democracy, Africans have been practicing democracy indirectly in one way or the other. So to go back to democracy, impeachment is a tool, like you rightfully said, in democracy, that hopefully we do not pray to use, but it is there to remind politicians that it is not their father's chair, and if they do not perform, they will be removed. But having said that, even if somebody was impeached in Lagos State, we do not know the facts. It could be political bullying. It could be that he didn't want to do as I say or do as I do, or he was flexing his muscles and he was put in his place by impeachment. Or it could be that he wasn't performing and then he was put in his place by impeachment. So just because someone was impeached in Lagos State in the true Nigerian fashion, we know that impeaching somebody may not be the best. It may not be used in the way that impeachment is supposed to be carried out. It may be chancing, it may be bullying, and it may as well be the right thing. Like he needed to go because this person needed to go because they weren't performing. So until we get enough details to know if it was a party thing, a political thing, as in a cabal thing, a Tinubu team thing, a Showolu team thing, and they're trying to replace that man, or then I don't know if the tool was used as it should, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I get to understand your
Yeah,
point.
so that's my 2 cents.
So okay, so at this point in time, we can be sentimental about it and say, okay, when people use it as an avenue to take out people who they don't
Yeah, they
want,
weaponize it. Yeah,
they weaponize it, or it might be for a just cause, which we are clamoring for, which
absolutely.
we are saying, yes, if he doesn't deliver or he has not delivered, he should be impeached. Thank you very much for your submission. Okay. The question I wanted to ask the quiet one has left the building, is when a person is, okay, now the speaker has been impeached. Now that the speaker has been impeached, the question is, has he been impeached as a speaker and he remains on the floor, or he has been impeached from the assembly completely? Because the contradictions in constitutions and laws keeps us in a conundrum at all given times. Now they say the speaker has been impeached. Everybody's getting the speaker has been impeached. Does that make the speaker, does he relinquish his position as a lawmaker in the House of Assembly, or he just relinquishing his position as a speaker? Those two questions, because they can say, okay, you're a speaker. So now you're no longer a speaker, but you're still on the floor. But is that impeachment? I think the quiet one, are you there? Please unmute yourself and give us what you think about such a matter.
Okay.
Are you there, the quiet ones?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
You can hear me now, right?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay, so what I was saying is, in Nigeria, under Nigerian law, impeachment can be a very useful tool.
Yes. Is it, are we having network issues? I want to know if it's from my end so I can work on something, or
I don't know, maybe.
I can hear you though.
Okay, maybe others. Can you hear me, or am I? Is it
Yes, we
breaking?
can hear you. We can hear you. Proceed. Just proceed. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. So I was saying that under Nigerian law, impeachment is a useful tool. You know, it is a lawful way of removing elected officers from positions. However, there are the guidelines, there are certain things that you must follow, there are procedures. At the same vein, impeachment can also be, will I say, manipulated or can be used to achieve selfish ends. Okay. Coming down to the lawmaker in Lagos, I don't know the reason it was removed, but again, they are saying that he had, I think this is his third term, so he's been there for 3 terms. And from what I gathered, that people were kind of happy that his era is coming to an end, not necessarily because someone else is preparing to become governor and all of that. So that's what I gathered so far. That he has been there. It's as if he's now become part of the furniture in the state house. So it was time for him to go. And obviously,
Yeah.
for you to have majority against
Yeah.
you, it therefore means you're not really. Maybe the people are just tired. They need fresh of breath air.
Okay, yeah.
It
Well,
may
my
just be
question,
that. Yeah.
my question is, he has been a speaker for 3 tenors, or he has been in the House for 3 tenors?
I think
Because those are the questions. And the question they say impeachment. So does it mean he has been excused from the assembly, or he has just been removed as the chair or the speaker of the House? We always these people use big words and they try to make news or try to send a signal, but it's just a warning that he has been removed as speaker, but he remains in the House, which makes him a floor member. So that's why I'm asking if he has been there for 3 terms or 3 tenors. Has he been speaker for all 3 tenors? And he has been in the House. So if it's impeachment, is it taken out of the assembly completely, or just removed as speaker? Because now I know there's a new speaker, that the 44-year-old Mojisola Miranda, the first Lagos assembly female speaker. Well, are they trying to? What difference does that make? There's impunity in democracy. Whether it's female or male means nothing. But first female, well, that's not a bad one. So those are my questions. Does he remain? Because when we say impeachment, there are no impeachment that's been happening. Who knows how it stands? It is laughable. It is funny. A lot of us don't know what is going on. You have unknown councillors impeaching a council chairman. You have videos of illegalities, but people are standing by it and they are saying there's impeachment. And this system, the system flows. It is flowing, and nobody is saying anything about it. Even from the president and all form of solicitors. Everybody's acting like it's a norm in our society. Is that how it goes? Is that how they expect it to flow? Well, Joe, are you there with us? Joe, are you with me? Joe, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I don't know, because I lost a quiet one at some point. I thought I was just talking to myself. Yes. Okay. That is the speech on the impeachment. I just wanted to talk about it because we see they are impeaching people here and everybody is acting funny. Nobody is responding. Okay, Lagos, they have responded, they have replaced, but the demand is still there.
I think the man is still there. I think he was impeached as the speaker.
Okay. Because even if
Because for you
you
to go ahead.
if you see on the Vanguard news, they say why we impeach Obasa, Lagos lawmaker list ex speakers many sins.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, can lawmakers impeach a fellow lawmaker from the house or remove a fellow lawmaker from the house?
Yeah, I think it has
So
to come from vote of no confidence, or yeah, they use a vote of no confidence.
not within the house. It has to be your people recalling you. It's not
No, but I
fellow
think
speakers
recalling you out of the assembly, not
out
from
of
the
the
speaker.
assembly.
But when you are
Yes.
from yes, when you are the speaker or the chief whip,
Or
when
the
those that they
deputy,
pick within
exactly.
themselves, those they
Yes.
can control. But
So that is what has happened.
picking you out, they use the people which they know is impossible. So the possible thing for the people to come to want to impeach you, or maybe a governor can do that to a president, just like in Edo. That going to Edo impeachment. Okay,
Who has been
can
impeached
it,
again in Edo?
Mr. Host, the speaker has been impeached. It doesn't mean he's out of the House of Assembly.
yes,
He was removed
yes,
from that position. Somebody else will take over. He will become a floor member. That's all. But he's
okay,
still in the House because
yeah, yeah. But
he was duly elected
learning
by the
something.
constituency.
They said it's only the people that can impeach the lawmaker, right?
Yeah,
Who can
the House of
the
Assembly
people?
members can. Yeah, the House of Assembly member can impeach the speaker, but they cannot
Yes, I
remove him
mean,
from the House of Assembly.
yes. Who has the power to remove impeach a House of Assembly member?
So it's actually very close to impossible to remove a House of Assembly except through recalling. The constituency can decide to recall, but it takes a very rigorous process. I don't think it has even happened in
It happened
Nigeria.
before.
Yes, it takes a rigorous process. There has to be a lot of petitions. I think there's a number of signatories or whatever for the person to be recalled, and the INEC will conduct election into that position. It's not easy.
That
So
is
how
almost impossible.
so
It's
how
almost
come it is
impossible.
easy? How come it is easy to play the role on the local government councils?
Local government council to
Yes,
impeach.
because yes, to impeach them.
No, these are illegalities. Actually, it's not supposed to be easy. All these things they are doing, they are all illegalities. They are going to be contested in the court of law. Nobody knows what is happening when the court of our courts are corrupt too, and the judges are corrupt. What do you expect? All these things they are doing because they definitely impeaching a local government chairman, according to what they said, it takes about 9 weeks or so. You see,
Mr.
there
Garrera,
are
please let me just quickly chime in here. When
okay,
we
sir.
make certain allegations that judges are corrupt, judiciary are corrupt, we have to be very, very careful with such statement, please, because
Judiciary. You mean the
yes,
judiciary? Okay.
yeah, when you just mentioned that judges and judiciary are corrupt, so I'm just trying to let us be very mindful of our words because you never can tell where this will end, and they'll begin
Because
to someone.
Buhari said it.
Yeah.
Buhari said it, and he rated all of them. I'm not the one that's
Well,
saying
if
it.
you're quoting him, if you're
I'm
quoting
Yes,
him,
quoting.
quote someone.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm quoting
So
him. I'm quoting
according to
Buhari.
Buhari, according to the former
Yes.
president,
Allegedly, it has been said
Allegedly.
that our judges are corrupt, and
Allegedly.
we don't
Okay.
no, but
know.
he's saying according to he's not saying according to Buhari or according
Thanks for
to
the
Yeah, yeah,
correction.
according
Thanks
yeah.
for
to
the
the
correction.
Tribune, or according to yes, thank you, sir.
or
Thanks,
according to
thanks for the
But
correction.
Dele
but
Farid TV's book.
good evening, has but the history is a public domain now. So what are we hiding again?
Now, political correctness, sir. It's okay. Accepted.
So
It's
yes, I
accepted.
understand, and we understand the way it is because for
Yes.
our safety, you see, when if a person like Dele can be used to hit the ground several times, for us, we are just trying to. We have to for us to be protected, because we are the family here. We have to say according to
Yes.
somebody.
The correction is taken, but it's noted. Look at what is happening in River State. Injunction after injunction after injunction. The state high court in River State is giving different judgment. The Abuja high court is giving different. In fact, it's just very funny the way the court is going about the situation. Just very funny. But anyway, it has been corrected and it is taken.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much on this. Now, the question I was trying to bring a question in. You see, it takes you and the guy said illegality. How come? Yes, okay. You have given us the answer that based on what Buhari said, that is why the reasons for the unnecessary impeachment in Edo can flow. Because if they say the people they can recall anybody, the only the people can recall lawmakers, which takes a little bit of process. It is really very funny that our local government chairmen are being used to hit it. Well, if they can use a cane upon them or go to the offices with cane, any individual, what do we expect? What do we expect? Anyways, that is on the matter of impeachment. Now let us go back to another interesting one, even if I'm not a part of, I don't support the PDP on this. They say those states have suffered step back under Governor Okpebholo. What is your, Joe, unmute yourself, what is your take on this? Edo State have suffered setback under Okpebholo. It is the PDP that is saying it at this point. Joe, are you there? Mr. Joe, okay, let us go to it. Are you there?
Yes, the PDP is in opposition. What do you expect them to say? They're definitely going to play the role of opposition political party. But one thing that is very intriguing in our politics, the same people that were crying to high heavens when Shaibu was impeached, the same people now, they are now applauding Okpebholo for using, or the state government, or the government of Okpebholo for using his stooges to impeach the local government, to impeach the local government chairman and their deputies, and even taking horsewhip to flog chairmen, doctors, very educated people for that matter. Take example, Tom Obasa, who was the local government chairman of Oredo.
Was?
Out of office. Yes, they said he has been impeached. That's what they said. You see, that is now we don't even know the kind of adjective to use, the kind of phrase to use on him, because whether he was or he's still the chairman, how are we going to be able to ascertain that he is still the chairman? They drove him out of office. You see, so the same people, they cried, they shouted. A lot of people came to this platform, and people that were not in the law profession decided to become lawyers overnight, and they were arguing that they even wanted to drive a Shaibu to the office and install him without due process. But the same people now are, praising Okpebholo to high heaven, saying that he was right to have used his stooges to do whatever they are doing. They are just taking us back. That's what I see. I'm not in support of the PDP or APC, but I'm in support of good governance. They are just taking us backward, because the state is going back. A state where touts can come on national TV and be giving news conferences and all that, saying what they can do and what they cannot do about the state. Look at what the touts are doing in the markets. The market women are crying. So all this were not happening during the Obasa period. Though Obasa was not a saint, all of them, they are almost the same, but there was this decency when Obasa was there compared to what is going on now. Let us just watch and see. They are taking us backward, actually. With all this going around, I don't want to use the phrase that one of our brothers using, waka waka or whatever. Okpebholo should just sit down and give us a policy statement, tell us what he wants to do. Not all these going around and using illegal means to remove chairman and vice chairman and look at what the trick they are now using. They said it is the PDP that is fighting the PDP, that is the PDP councillors that are removing their chairman. Sometimes
chairman.
you just listen to these people speak, you have goose peoples. When you listen to, these are very educated people like that lawyer, forgotten his name.
Amata.
Emata, Barrister Emata, you begin to wonder. This is somebody that was the commissioner for information during Obasa regime, coming to support illegality openly. I wonder what their wives and children are telling them when they get back home. But anyway, it's the situation of Africa. So I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Paigariba. Well, it is the PDP that is saying it. Tiboye, do you have anything to say on this topic? Tiboye, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have anything to push in on the topic? The PDP saying that Edo State is suffering the setback.
PDP, APC, they are all cut from the same cloth. They recycle their sentiments, and they, like Epagariba rightfully said, when they are in one, it favors them here. They make comments to the high heavens, and when it doesn't favor them there, they make trouble to the depths of the earth. I think Okpebholo is underperforming because he's carried away by matters that are not important, that will not carry, that obviously can't carry or will not carry Edo State forward. I think he's politicking in with grudges and sentiments. So I think, yeah, he's underperforming, and he should shake everything off and just do what he needs to do, make a name for himself, so that by the time he leaves office, we are singing his praises, instead of just feeling sad and saying that he's taking us backwards. So yeah, I don't think he's performing. And yes, I think he may be able to do better because there's time and the resources are there. So he just has to open up and, change his mindset and be receptive to positivity to take Edo State forward. Yeah, that's my one covered.
Your 2 cents. Okay, thank you very much. Yes. Don't you think it's too early to say, although it is, although you can tell when a man has, you can tell how a man will drive a car by the way he starts it and he makes his best move. Yes, but I don't. As a setback, I don't want to. Yes, this is African thing. We always don't want to believe that there's going to be a setback. The PDP is crying too early. You should allow Okpebholo, give him some more time. But again, when you give a man whatever time, no matter how little or much it is, it's only the first impression matters. They say the first cut is the deepest. So that will determine a lot. A lot of people are not seeing the start as apart from Tupo, probably that came last on Friday to tell us that he sees a bright light at the end of the tunnel, his tunnel. But everybody is not seeing anything interesting. Yes, you can walk and still retrieve government property. You can walk and work on you can work and put a lot of things in place, but you cannot abandon work and begin to chase clouds or chase every or try to hunt people because you are a new sheriff in town. A new sheriff has to put his place in order because now.
Mr. Host, sorry, I want to go back. Let me just quickly, less than 20 seconds. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
The supporters are saying it is too early. We should give him time. Yes, that is correct. But the same supporters are saying he's a performing governor. You see the irony. You say we should give him time, but you are saying the hype men are saying the performing governor, the Akpako rescue, the Akpako destroy, the Akpako whatever. What has he performed now? You people tell us, and you are saying it is too early. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
It is too early to determine whether he has performed, but you are calling him Akpako rescue, Akpako performance, Akpako this. Then what has he performed now? You people should tell us now. That's what I mean. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No, but just to add to what Paigara said, the hype man has told us what he has done now. You know, he has that hype man.
We're asking a hype man, a governor with a hype man.
Yes,
Well,
now the hype man is telling us what he has done.
well,
He's removing the council chairman, so you have done something now. I think it's not part of the job.
well, he promised his elders or his leaders that he was going to deliver. So I think
Exactly. He
we
has
might be
about
seeing,
16 fathers now, as of the last count.
so probably he's working on the right direction. Anyways, and then probably he's working on their right direction.
Oh, okay. I'm sure of that.
Because we believe at this point, though it's for all. And yes, you have won, you are there, you have the powers. You crave, you endorse the powers. You did all you did to get it. Now you have it. It's only right to use it judiciously and in the right manner. But well,
You know, moderator, when I keep saying Mondo is not in control, people get angry. It's not in control of government. I think it just a pass by. It's not in control. That's the problem. It's not in control. It's not in charge.
well, how did he? Well, okay.
It's not in
Okay.
charge. When
Well,
a man speak in public, you know he's in charge of something. It's not in charge. Even with the way he speaks, it's not in charge.
so but my own question is this: even if he's not in charge, whoever they have put in charge or whoever is in charge, does that person want him to fail? Because even
Let,
if I say, okay,
let,
let
let
me
me
put myself.
let me just give you one secret. You see, Adam Oshomole and Shaibu, they are the one that will destroy this guy. It will not even get to a year before they destroy the governor. He will not know.
So if they
They
destroy
will,
him, what are their plans?
oh, they have a plan
Will
now.
they impeach him, or will they impeach him and the deputy will take over? What is the plans that they have for him, or what is the plan that they have for Edo State? It's not like when they put the governor there, the governor fails, their children will take over or they will take over. No. So if
If
the man
if
he
that
fails,
that is where we need. That's where education come in, because education give you a good opinion when things are going wrong. That's what model is lacking now. It's lacking. Even if you have 20 godfather, you must have strong opinion to counter every suggestion they bring. It doesn't have it. So there's so many confusion everywhere because people start protecting their personal interest and all that, bringing their interest into your government. You don't know when to know somebody is bringing your interest into your government. So that's where we're going to have problem. It doesn't have that capacity to know. You think everything they bring suggestion is going to work for him. It's not everything that work for. If you like, the man can pay for you, give suggestion. It's not everything he bring is going to work for you as a governor. He doesn't have the capacity to differentiate it. So when we are talking, they say we are trying to, we are not, we are just trying, because this is a state. It's not local government. It's not a ward. It's a state. It's a state where you have entire people all to about, I don't, millions of people who are intellectual sound. So at least There should be a level of decency, a level of a good administrative, perceived, not if not compared, I think perceived. Not just come and kangaroos on just anyhow. No, we don't. That time has passed. This is not 1999 politics. This is 2025 politics.
Well, we hope for the best and leave the rest for the process of God Almighty.
No. Moderator, please. We cannot continue to hope for the best and then expect miracle. We have to. God has what God has designated for man to do, God will not do. Choosing our leaders is for us. God will not come down and choose our leaders. God will not come down and charge whoever has stolen money to court. And we have to do, this is why when people come in, they are very religious. No, you do your part. Our part was to vote in the right person. Our part was to ensure that these people that don't even know anything about Edo State don't come wreck our state. That was the part that was the what we as Edo people should have stood for. Now look at, we are complaining. The ones that are not complaining can't even show up on upper reporters to defend their man. When last did you hear Ike King? So these are some of the things we have to really focus on. What we need to do to make our state better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the quiet one. We're not going to drag God into this. Well,
I don't know if I still have my space to contribute. I don't know because.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Joe. Go ahead before we change the topic. There's something I want to bring to the light. Go ahead.
True. Good evening, all of us. I didn't greet initial time when I make some comment. But by the way, two things. You guys were discussing about Lagos, the speaker, the Impeache in Lagos State. We already know that one is coming because Obasa is a grassroots politician in Lagos State. He has a structure locally in Lagos State. So, and already there's a prospect for Sheyi to become governor. So if Obasa come in, there are going to be some hindrances. The guy is politically oriented when it comes to grassroots in Lagos State. Only way to start dropping him is by removing him as a speaker first, to be bringing him down politically, so they won't have that power to contest with his son. That's just it. And there's nothing else. The guy has been there, so is it now that they have financial whatever? Is it not the same party? What are we not saying? So when we see something happening, there shouldn't just be nobody's a case in Nigeria again. Everybody's in short. I don't know that by the way anyway.
Does that change anything? Are they saying when they want to do the governorship election, which comes in a couple of months?
No, that is how it starts. They'll start killing the political career a little bit. That's how they start now. That's how they do that for day now. So they have to start working you so that you won't have that amount when the time comes. Because the guy is politically structured in Lagos State, Obasa. It's a local man. So they have to kill that, start killing that. When immediately he mentioned that thing last week, I said this one, they're going to push you out of
the appeasement, where he was talking about the appeasement of you have to appease the gods or something. Was that?
He launched ambition somewhere to become Lagos State governor. I saw that thing. I said, this guy, you are funny. We are looking for trouble. I think you are looking for trouble.
They might even give him a case that would disqualify him from contesting. We are in Nigeria. Sorry, sir.
I said they are looking.
Have you guys not heard what the allegation is? It's for fraud now.
For even saying it at all, for even not saying that ambition, he's not in trouble.
Yeah, EFCC will start chasing him. That is in the news. He was impeached on allegations of fraud.
Because you see Obasa.
That's the allegation.
Yeah.
Obasa was the person Tinubu used to finish her body. This speaker that they removed now, it was the person they used to finish her body. So they knew he had that structure. He has it. So the best thing to start working instruction is by removing as a speaker first. And form allegation put for here. Is it today? Is a piece man. You can't tell me financial. Those are nonsense talk.
And he was the one they used against the Igbos in Lagos when they last person.
Yes, now Obasa now. He's very structured when it comes to political or grassroots. So because he has been a councillor, he has been a local government chairman before he become a speaker.
Well, what goes up must come down. It is politics. We play the card. So are we wait. Okay, before we go into the next one, I'm just saying though, and it's not for anger purposes. It's just for deliberation. Are we now saying that the son of the president wants to be a governor of Lagos State?
Yes, now it's already projected now.
Oh my God!
If not,
that's how far we have gone.
That's what the agreement. The present governor agreed. They make him a governor. This present governor was not supposed to be a governor. They make him because they agree with them in that terms. That was a part of agreement. Yes, now.
Okay, so it has come to the part where father president, son governor. Well, it happened in the George Bush era. I think in the George Bush era they had it like that.
Obviously, let me blow your mind. I just opened up the Guardian app, and the next thing I saw is Diaspora Group endorses Sheyi Tinubu as next governor of Lagos State.
Who's Guardian? Who's that Guardian? What Guardian?
Yeah, let me share with you. Please have a look. It's there. So if the man is qualified, why let him run for it?
It's not, my brother. It's not today's plan. Last election, it was already planned. That's Lagos for you. You see, Lagos state government has been shared as governor, have been shared in maybe about 200 years. They have already shared it. So if you are trying to come and penetrate, they will look for a way either they kill you or give you one thing. That's what they do in Lagos.
I have always respected Tinubu as a progressive. I've always liked his policies, or not well as when he was governor. I looked at him, I respected him for being very democratic. But this is not being democratic. It's not at all. Let us.
What is okay? Let me ask a question. What is wrong with Sheyi Tinubu running for?
Sheyi Tinubu has not held any political position before. It is not a family business.
No.
What about Okpebholo?
That is what I'm saying.
Sheyi Tinubu is a business. He has
Let me blow your mind. Let me blow your mind.
He has businesses that are strived.
Okpebholo was a senator.
Let me ask a question. You
can't just wake up and just say because you are
no. So if Sheyi Tinubu wasn't Tinubu and he wants to run for governor of Lagos State, what's wrong with that?
You bring up a profile. Yes, just like the Labour Party candidate.
No, Tinubu will be part of Lagos State government. Let me explain to you.
The Labour Party candidate came out and he contested.
Moderator.
To contest. But
Moderator. Tinubu, what is name? Sheyi have been part of Lagos State. We have been part of Lagos State because Sheyi has a company, advertising company that run Lagos State adverts.
No, that is as a private business.
I'm not
trying to say.
Has he held any political appointment?
You don't need to hold any position now. How many
don't need any position. No, that's not the criteria.
Before we go into an elected position, you know what it means to be governor of a state. It's not to go. I want to govern one of the most populated or the most.
They will be beating him politically now. We don't know that.
In Africa.
No, but I don't see anything wrong. So my question again is this: assuming he doesn't bear that last name, Tinubu, and he comes out from a political party and says, "This is who I am. I want to run for office."
He can contest.
He can contest.
I have not said he cannot contest. I have not said he should not contest. He has a right. He has every right as a Nigerian to contest. My only point is when a person wakes up from his sleep or from his friends gather and say, Obizo J, we want you to be the. I can wake up tomorrow and say I want to be the governor of Edo State. But will I be able to answer the questions?
Then when we get there, that is you. When we
Will
get to that point,
what do you want to show us? What do you want to
at
tell
that
us?
point, they will show us. So this is the thing.
Now you want to tell us that you have a company that has put a signboard in Lagos for or what? Or
No, he does more than that now. That's not everything.
well, we don't know.
He has
I'm
more
not
than
saying
that.
he cannot, but it's only. It sounds funny when you. There are a lot of.
No, I think the eyebrow is being raised because he's
his son.
Tinubu.
Yes. No, but
that is it. Nothing else.
Because there are a lot of people that have been in government that can go up the pedestal. That is what I'm saying. You cannot say, are we saying if the father was not president, he would come and want to use money to become governor? No. I don't think he would do that.
All the issue we have now is that anybody else are trying to lost ambition now, either will be harmed or something. That's just the only issue I have with Tinubu. I don't say he's qualified. If he's qualified, that's fine. But the problem I have with him is that he doesn't want content. He doesn't want contest when he's trying to put. That's what I don't like.
I don't state a former senator is governor today. We are complaining. A former senator, a person that has been there, that's supposed to know more about governance. We're asking people, show us your resume.
No, when it comes to Mondo is naturally dull. It's naturally dull, my brother. Let's be honest. It's not about whether it's naturally dull. There's no people like that.
Well, he was the senator. He's dull, but he became a Nigerian senator for years.
How many senators have you seen speak in the House?
Well, but he still got there. These people we should ask. How do
they have secretary that writes for them? They just interpret. I want you to write something for. I want to go and or they brought the letter. Can you read the praise? So this problem we have. Leadership problem in Nigeria is the problem we have. Leadership. But we keep saying it.
Well, we cannot be too. What's the word? That shows desperation. Yes, if you feel you are good in it, work with your father. Your father is president. Go up the chambers. Do political.
Sometimes, if I see Kemi speak,
your father is president
in the chamber, I say, "Wow, hey, I want have such a senator in Nigeria that can challenge."
Is he the monarch? He's not the monarch. Tomorrow, your mother will say she wants. After your father finishes as president, your mother will say she wants to be president because she has been minister before. She has been a senator before. So that's how it starts. When you start allowing sons and daughters to handle major positions, tomorrow the wife will get up and say, my husband did his 8 years. I am politically equipped. I've been in politics, I've been in power, I've been here. It is my turn. It is not a church. It is not a monarch. It is Nigeria. It is government.
Moderator, our Senate is nay, I have it. If don't you stop this, nay, I have it. Nay, I have it. That's no way our senator will function.
I think it should be scrapped. In my own opinion, it's just a chamber for money spending.
And nay, I have it. They have it. They have it. What kind of
it's a chamber for squander? I don't think the House of Assembly should, or everybody should go and live in their constituency. Enough of the Abuja gathering. That gathering Abuja is completely not in for me. I'm just speaking of it like that. I know people have countered me to say yes, they have to meet. You can meet once a month in anybody's constituency. But a senator representing Edo Central cannot be living in Abuja. Go and live in Urekme. Develop your wherever. If Okpebholo was in Okiti Fort, he will develop Okiti Fort. But Okpebholo is in Abuja with his many convoy. He is in Abuja. He's instead of him to be with his constituents every day, he's in Abuja with the Bashali from Sokoto and somebody from Lupe, with Oshomole from Auchi. They are all having swell weekends. Take everybody to their constituency. Oshomole's office should be in Auchi or in Esako. That's where he should reside. That's where he should be working. That's where his development should start. So for when he said that, the senator of Edo South, nobody has heard from him. Not even a Happy New Year gift or a Happy New Year message. He won a Labour Party senator. In a few months' time, he might decamp to APC. So I can retain his position. That is out there. Because he has started enjoying Abuja life. By the time they chop free and chop kilishi, they'll forget where they are from. Some of them who think they are Northerners. They'll start wearing Agbada and will forget where they are from.
And they start wearing that their hat, a big cap.
Yes. Oh, forget
it can't be the same person when not wear and not be politician again.
Oh, because it is the trend. Remember when Jonathan Goodluck was the president? All the senators were dressing like Urobomen and people from Bayelsa. That's the psychophancy in the governance. Now they wear Tinubu's cap. When they wear that cap, it shows loyalty. When your constituency does not have water, does not have fresh bore water, or how is it called? You go there, you put 2 boreholes, then you go try your 25-car convoy to Abuja. They don't see you in the next 6 months or till the next election. Council Assembly, they have to sit down and inform. That big structure, what is it for? Why is it in Abuja? That big structure where they gather, they in their office. Why is it there?
Mr. Bizoje, did you see the way the White Lion, this White Lion from Kogi State, the way he was welcomed in his hometown of Okene? You begin to you just know that the end has come for the country. The way he was welcomed, he was welcomed like the former governor of Kogi State was welcomed like an emperor, even more than an emperor. Somebody having a case of corruption over his
head. That
is
the definition of youth. When they say we want youth in power, that is those are the things that the youth can possess. the one, I don't know if it's the money that he has or
it's hunger. It's hunger. It's weaponization of poverty. That's what is going on. A lot of those people don't even know why they are welcoming the guy. But the only thing is this guy is coming. Probably there was food and drinks to be shared, and everybody went out to the street.
Okay. Let us say yes. Let us say okay. That is the plan. But what was the motive of welcoming him? Is it for him to let the people know that his people love him, or they are with him, or what?
It's their own. It's their own son. Their own son that Nigeria was trying to humiliate. That is the phenomenon. The Nigeria as a government was trying to humiliate their son. Now their son is having a homecoming. Yes, coming home. So from war, yes. The EFCC chairman will be the enemy of the whole state.
How does he feel about it? How does he feel about it?
It's not his business. You think they care? They don't care. They don't care. It's not their business. It's very sad. It's very sad.
Your country is safe. It is scary. Anyways, those are the news for today. There's something there's another news I want to bring into the house. I said last week or within the week. Yes, I said I was going to bring it here. INEC proposed 126 billion budget for 2025. Ask NAS for approval. They're asking National Assembly for approval of, I think they rejected the 40 billion naira budget, which was given to them or which was in place, and they have proposed a 126 billion naira budget for this year. INEC. I don't understand. Are they trying to get somebody? I want to be educated here. I'm not here to. It's no form of condemnation or yes. There'll be there'll be some criticism. But what does INEC need 126 billion naira for? Joe, are you there? Mr. Joe, are you there? Okay, let me go back to you again. Let me start from the other side of the. INEC is asking for 126 billion budget.
Yeah, 125 billion actually. 125
yes.
billion.
As approximately, I'd approximate it
Yes.
to the next whole number. So please educate me. I want to be educated.
Me too, Mr. Obisoji. I want to be educated about why they need that 125 or 126 billion. It's actually seeing Mahmoud Yakubu's face. It irritates me whenever I see his face on television with all the anomalies that he perpetrated during the 2023 presidential governorship election. And he has the temerity to come to the national TV to say he wants to increase the budget from about 40 billion to 125 billion. Look at the exponential increase in the money he's asking for. What is he going to do with this money? A lot of people were asking, is it that he's having off-cycle elections or staggered elections here and there? What does he need that money for? 2027 is the presidential and governorship election, though there might be some 1 or 2 elections here and there, staggered elections. What does he need that money for? I think he has been unable to tell us what he needs the money for. I don't know. Me too, I want to be educated. Sometimes, you see, in order for us not to get this brain hemorrhage, we have to think less of Nigeria politics. Otherwise, all of us one day will just someone will just collapse while thinking about this Nigeria politics, because it doesn't make any sense. From 40 billion to last year, the exchange rate was the same as this year. So if the exchange rate was like half of what it is this year, then you can think of increasing the budget because of the cost of commodities and whatever. But now the exchange rate as of last year was the same as this year, and you are increasing it from 40 billion to 126. That's more than 250 or about 300% increase.
300%
so
increase.
No, it's very funny. I wonder if anybody knows what he wants the money for. The person should please educate us. I'm ready to listen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sefa. Yes, you see, the same thing that came to my mind. All of us want to be educated, or is it an upfront for the coming elections? Is it an option or an upfront payment for the coming elections? Because Mahmoud, you should be impeached if there's anything like impeachment for an independent institution. He should be sacked. He should be sent to the gallows. He has not done well on his job. The errors coming out from INEC after all the money spent cannot continue. And now you're asking for 120+ billion naira in a year with, like you said, staggering elections. How many elections do they have? They have Ondo and one other state. That is before we get to the majors in 2027. And this is scary. We need someone to educate us. I myself and Paigariba has asked, Chief Oye, can you educate us on this? The quiet one, are you there? Somebody please.
What's the question? Sorry.
INEC is proposing 126. INEC has proposed 125 plus billion. I rounded it up. So they are proposing a 126 billion naira budget for this year. For 2025, they're asking us for approval. So my question is,
before you finish, I will contribute as well.
Good. So my question is, what do they need 126 billion naira for? And we're asking it for educational purposes. We're not asking it for criticism. I'm criticizing though, but we need somebody to educate us. Do you have any idea why INEC is asking for 126 billion? If you don't, you can just say yield. It's okay.
Well, maybe they want to get better voting machines and, better manpower, better voters' card and slips and stuff like that. So otherwise, I don't know if that's a pressing issue for INEC because allegedly they are not very credible. So maybe they just want to revamp and, come up with state-of-the-art modern technology for better democracy, for transparency and free and fair election. Probably that's why.
Okay, I think in a nutshell, you should have just said you want to be educated as well. Yes, because I don't think that has anything to do with it. Free and fair elections have nothing to do with money. People go out, they come out, they cast their votes.
Well, it does. Maybe,
INEC, there's been free and fair elections everywhere. INEC only change figures. That's just what they do. So you don't need money to do anything different. And it's just for the 2025 budget. It's not the 2026, or not for that for the election year 2027. They're asking for 126 billion for this year. How many elections do they have this year? Do INEC want to start creating working on roads that the people will use to go and vote? What does INEC want to build offices in all 30 plus states? Or what? They want to buy plastic buckets for ballot papers? Do they still do all that? Or is there anything for it now? Or what? They want to recycle the machines? Or they want to build a factory for IREV? What does INEC need 126 billion naira for? Yakubu is beginning to act like a Mayfield. He has been sitting on a big position where people call him, make him look like his Lord and personal savior. He has now gotten to the fact that he's asking for too much. Well, like I said, I'm going to criticize, but I need to be enlightened. I need to be educated on such news. Thank you very much, Chikoye, for your submission. Joe.
Thank you.
Joe, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Give us your
to my understanding, this is the last year for, I think this month supposed to, if tenants have expired this year, he hopes to renew by next year, I don't know, hopefully. So, with the previous 2023 election shows that no matter how much you put into INEC, there will never be a result. Because that was opportunity for INEC. That was just a little chance, a 50% chance to test the reform, the partial reform they did, which INEC collapsed by abandoning the ROF and said they're going to manual counting after investing such money in that project in 2023. So you come back and start asking for money to do what again in such amount? The money have nothing to do with transparency. Transparency has to do with human. Because no matter the machine you import to Nigeria to do election, if we have not changed our retention, that attitude of corruption have not changed, nothing will change. it will still be the same thing. Only way INEC can change, maybe we just pack our INEC to Ghana and import Ghana INEC electoral body to come and conduct Nigeria election. Maybe we might have a good result. Not Nigerians, because we I don't know whether it's money driven or I don't know. We easily sell our conscience easily. When you see 25, you want to minus it to 10 and add 20. When you see 20, when you see 25, you want to add to make it 250, and you have no single conscience that will judge you. So all those things, it's not about money. Now, NS should be preaching. They should go back to their staff and start training them how to have a good attitude toward their job. That is all, not money. If the Nigeria government was serious, because that if you do opinion about a neck in Nigeria, the review, my brother, I don't think any chairman will not sleep in Nigeria one day with the review that will come out. So those are the things that should be reviewed. They should do a review of the past what they have done so far past election. I did the election last year, some repeated election and all that. So let them go back and do a review of it and see that performance before they start asking for money. If the Nigerian government is serious.
They have done a review, and I know the same. I think it was the same INEC chairman that said he learned a lesson from the Edo election. He said it, so he knows that he knows the lapses. He knows what is going on. He also said
What lessons did learn when he have the right to represent him and to defend the
he also
election?
said there were lessons learned from the presidential elections. He said those things himself, that lessons have been learned. So now I'm just asking, why 126 billion? What do they want to purchase? Because they need, what kind of acquisition will require 120 plus billion naira in a year that does not have any major election? Even if it does have major elections, what is the special? We want to, it's just for like educational purpose, so we can be like, like the way Tupo came and dissected the whole thing on Friday, and we said, okay. We need people to defend these things that we see, because it is getting scarier by the day. When you see such money,
let me even come this way. If Edo election was so recent, if INEC chairman can probably say, okay, now we need to use what we got in ROF to judge this election without no judgment. I don't think we should go in, because let's just go back and follow ROF. What ROF? I will be listening to them. Okay, if they need more money to upgrade. When you do election, when you come to extent of using when you come to a way that you will use what you invested for, you at the end of the day damage it. You say, no, this is not right. We don't have to follow this procedure again. You are needing more money to do what again? It's just because the government, they said, they're part of the INEC. If not, if it's a serious government, INEC does not require single one other now. Single one, they don't require. Let them just go and pay their staff and give their staff good orientation. Finish.
Well, the question is still out there. Thank you very much. The question is still out there, and even the chairman has been asked by National Assembly to give a breakdown of what these finances have been or are required for. I don't think he has given them the breakdown, but it's okay. We are still asking questions. The question is still there. What is the money for? Nigerian politics. It is funny how we see things unveil. It is very, very funny how things happen. Our last topic for today is a carryover. It's a carryover from last week as well, which we didn't deliberate on. We're talking about a school teacher that assaulted a 3-year-old pupil. That assaulted a three-year-old pupil. Yes, I'm not going back to the news. I'm just going into child protection services. I think it is high time we as individuals bring ourselves together to work on this, because we cannot wait for the government to come to the rescue at all times. Yes, but sometimes we need the government to put in stringent laws to enhance the private help to stand firm, because child abuse is a very common thing in our country. I'm not saying it is easily read different in certain places. Children must be corrected, because in our own society, it takes the community to train a child. That is how we're brought up and how we're born. But it doesn't mean because the child community has to train a child, the community has to abuse the child. Child abuse is very serious. It has to be a serious task that ought to be taken very serious in our society. Because these days we see crazy things happen. These days it comes to our doorstep because of the social media, the power of the social media. Although the cost is still there, but because of the social media, the power of social media, a lot of things come easy or fast to our doorsteps. Children should be focused on. What I mean, children should be focused on. The video I saw of that woman beating the child, I'm not talking about the story. I don't want to talk about the story. It's a very, very sad one. She kept on smacking the boy like they were of the same age. There are a lot of us with such attitude, and there are a lot of people that we know that have such tendencies. If the child is not your child, the child is not a tool. If the child is not your child, is not an animal, it's not your pet. So you don't beat the child the way you spank your dog for eating your food. These are the special things that we have to start putting in place as private people. We have to come together. Child hawking in Edo State, child begging, child education has to be a right for every child from a certain age to a teenage. I think education, every child from 3 to 14 or 15 must, this high time these laws have to put on ground, must have the right to education. So when you see children selling things on the streets, children selling things in marketplaces, children begging, or children seen during school hours anywhere, I think it's only proper that their parents, their guardian, their relatives, or even those who are giving them things to do should be held accountable. Then on the other hand, children in schools ought to be checked over and over and over again. Some children don't know how to express themselves. Some children, because of fear, they don't talk about what they see or what has happened to them. So I'm going to take this to you guys. What is the best way that we can come up to avoid such occurrences, or how can we put it? how can we pass a message? Because now I'm not saying we cannot set up a business or we cannot set up an NGO to start this. I believe those things are there. But it is best to pass a message. How can we curtail such, I call it a menace or such a thing from our society? I'm going to start with the chief in the house. Chief Oye, are you there? Chief Oye, are you with me? Chief Oye, are you with me? Okay. Pagariva, are you there? Let me move on to avoid time waste.
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay.
What's the question? Okay, Mr. Gariba, you go.
No,
okay.
go ahead, madam. I'm even busy. Go ahead, madam.
Okay. We are talking about child abuse and in our society. How do we come? We have to go deep into such.
Moderator, please, can you give me 2 seconds? I'll be back. Is that possible?
Okay, let me
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
As well. Joe, are you there? It's obvious that it's a Monday and I have a lot of busy people in the studio with me.
Let me take it up before the Chiboye comes back. Okay.
Okay.
You see, child abuse. There are a lot of things that that militates to this child abuse. Psychologically, the government has to think about they're creating a good working environment for our teachers in the first place. Good working environment, because a lot of teachers, from the angle of frustration because of poverty and all that, they don't receive enough money and their working condition is very poor, so the anger is inherent in them, and they transfer this anger, or what we call transfer of aggression, to these children. You see, if somebody is comfortable, somehow it gives a leeway to the person to be kind to the people he or she is educating, or he or she is having authority over. But when someone is not happy because of the situation of things, that is not to say I'm giving them a pass for committing illegality. The government too, I just feel it is proper for the government to look into the working conditions of these people. Then secondly, these women or these men that get involved in this crime, smacking our children. Do not. I don't think they take into consideration what these children are passing through, because children are readily intimidated when they see adults in our society, because the adults are not very kind to the children, because the intimidation is too much, because we don't give room for the children to exercise their rights, and these children are very, very, very scared. That's why they don't even express themselves. They don't tell their parents what they are passing through. You see, whatever is going on through their head, they don't tell the parents.
Yeah.
But if anybody commits such a heinous crime, the person should be made to pay, to be kept away from the society for some time, or be made to go through rehabilitation like they do abroad. They have to examine the mental state of that person to know if actually that person was mentally fit to handle the situation. If she's not mentally fit, she'll be taken out of that society. She'll be taken to rehabilitation center or locked up in jail for some time, so that she doesn't continue to commit the same evil in the society. That's what I see. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, a lot of these things happen a lot. I mean, most of the time, these occurrences happen. They happen a lot. Yes, when you see, I'm not saying I'm an advocate of correcting a child, but there are ways to correct a child. You don't, even if you have to smack a child, you don't continue to hit the child on the head. And I believe that story is going to go with the wind because, yes, the lady has been arrested, the police will bail her, and everybody will go home. Yes, that's it. So let's say, Madam, give the child Papa 20,000, they could arrest her. They could arrest the kids. Give IPO money. No, we just, I'm not, but the child has suffered a lot of damage, and that puts fear in the child. That's why learning becomes the fear of a child will stunt the learning that he can attain. That is where the questions, I said it some time ago in the program, that is where people, that is why we become afraid to ask because we have fear has been put in front of us. Then your teacher will tell you if a teacher that does not know, you find it difficult to correct him or her because you are afraid to do so. You have now become the person has every right and tendencies to abuse you. So because you are afraid to correct the person even while you know it, you have the fears already.
Mr. Obizoje is going viral because the woman is the teacher. The woman is not the parents. What the parents are doing is worse than what the teachers have. You know, I know what we went through now when we were growing up. All those peeping, you peeping for 30 minutes or 1 hour, the catarrh will be coming out of your nose, and your father will be drinking will be drinking kai beside you, and the friends will come and join him, and the friends will ask him to increase the number of minutes that you will be there. You'll be shaking. You'll be so all those things.
It's why I
So
said
we
it takes the
we know we know what we went through. Even in secondary school, when they give you V portion
to
to
clear.
clear, give you V
Yes,
portion. You
and
clear
you
throughout the whole
did,
day, or they
yes.
give you knife to cut a tree. All those rubbish. So
So
the
no,
government has to go.
on the other hand, those things
Mm.
have brought us here. That is the truth.
But sometimes, there are a lot of people that did not survive those torture in secondary school. Then, if you go back and check the people you went to secondary school together or technical college, you find out that not even up to 10 or 15% survived. A lot of people did not survive. You see, the torture is too much, both at home and in school. Even our parents too, they have to. I think they have to go through all these examinations too. Yeah. Maybe because they have too many children, they don't have value for children. Imagine one person having 20 children. He wants to do away with some so that he will have a breathing space. You see the way our parents are punishing their children. It look as if the parents are slaves, the children are slaves. You see, if you have only 2 or 3 children, it's different from when you have like 15 children. How are you going to be able to take care of them?
Uh,
Nobody argues with you. Nobody sits very close to the. Well, I know when we were growing, we grew up in the village. We don't sit close to our father. They will just give you a knock. Who are you to sit here? Spoiled child. Whether you are not spoiled, you want to be close to your father. They will knock you and you leave. Your neck will be paining you for that heavy knock. Some will even put spit on their fingers and put it on the sand so that the sand will get glue to the finger so that they use it to knock you. And you know, my brother, it's not easy. Africa, it's not easy. You
yes,
see
in fact,
that child was not even crying, sir. He was not even crying because
no,
he's used to.
no crime. The child was because I don't think that's the first time she is doing.
The child he was used to all those torture.
He
Our-
was just there. He was taking it continuously. I was in
yeah,
shock.
yes, you see. It's not easy. All these are parents. They should learn. They should know how to take care of their children. No? Because we they suffer from our parents well.
That is but even if yes, parents, but that one is a teacher. Why should the teacher touch it? And because of the child, and the child was it was the fear that made the child
Yeah.
want to
The,
get
sa-
the
the
things
same
right.
thing, my brother, the same thing the teacher does to the children at home is the same. So probably she was carried away. She didn't even realize she was in school and probably treating another man's child, you know. She was used to it. Someone like me, I will not knock a child because I feel how do you knock a child of about 3 or 4 years old? Just give him that heavy knock. You want to destroy his brain?
She wouldn't. She wouldn't. Yeah. Well, okay. That is. What about child business, child hawking? Then you see children selling water on the road.
But for me, I think there's no parent that want the child to hawk if they have a good standard of living. Like I said initially, imagine a parent or a father or mother having up to 10 children, and this man has no job, he has no means of livelihood. And these children are grown up, they can go to the street and hawk. What do you expect? How is he going to get money to feed them? It is from that money, from that hawking, that the woman, makes some gain and takes to the market to buy food for the children. So the woman cannot put the children in school. She cannot pay school fees. She cannot put them in workshops to learn this handwork because she cannot pay the agreement money. So what are the children going to do? And the government, there's no law in place to take these children from the street. So the whole system is collapsed. So you see, if you go to Benin, it's like I don't even know what to call it. The children, most especially these children from the north, they just bring all of them from the north. They are just in the street of Mission Road, Akpakpava, New Benin. They are everywhere in Benin, and nobody's talking about it. People don't even know who their parents are. If you go
No,
to this Mission Road before New Benin Market, you see all of them on the street.
it's everywhere now. Everywhere.
Everywhere. So how do we
Everywhere.
tackle? How do we tackle such situation? How?
I
It's not
think
going
I
to be
think
easy.
they bring a load of them.
Yeah.
Somebody might be behind that as a business. I think somebody does it as a
Mr.
business.
Bisoji, not even the children. We are seeing the children's aspect of it. What about the adults? If you go to Amagba, if you go to Obage, look at these people from Nasarawa, people from Plateau,
Boys,
people from Taraba. Yes,
your Ghana
riding
boys,
Okada boys. Yes, they don't even have licenses. Their motorcycles have no side mirrors. They have no pointers. There's no head. Some they don't even have headlights. They just oh my God. Oh
I
God.
think, like I said, I think somebody is behind it because I
Mm.
know, whether we like it or not, these people have agents.
Now God go save us. Now
They
God go
have
save us.
agents that spread these things around. So it is not just a one person thing. Yes, one person will come, will go bring 10 people, give them the bikes. They'll be they'll be walking. They'll bring the girls. The girls will become workers in different shops. And the children, they carry the beggars around. They're everywhere, everywhere,
Everywhere.
everywhere. The whole of the south, even Lagos, Benin, Delta, they are everywhere. It's not their country, anyways. There's nothing wrong in it. But I'm just saying that the children need basic education. Government should find a figure a way out, because I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to find anybody's trouble. Later, at the end of the day, that is how we start having governors, like the kind of governors that we have these days. Because at some point, you don't know his record, you don't know where he's from, because he was in Plateau State or he was in Nasarawa State. So the government was in those states from, and they managed to become what they want to become, the records. So it's very important that we continue to speak on these matters. I am more interested in speaking for the children. I don't know. The adults are fine. The adults are adults to fend for themselves. But the children, because the children are going through, no, the children have no child, especially in a rich society like ours. The children are not supposed to go through what they are going through for any reason at all. No form of abuse. Yes, the country is hard. There's hardship everywhere in the world, but you will not see a man tell his child to go and start selling groundnuts here in the country we live. So what's the difference? Even there are people here that have 10 children. Some people here they have 10 children from one woman, or 10 children from or 15 children from 3 women or more. It doesn't mean because there's hardship, your child will be the one to suffer. So sending your child to go into this very violent and vile world without protection is not proper. Okay, you enjoy the night or the morning. So that's your child. Child ought to be protected. So every child should have some form of education which should be a right, a basic right. And it must be constant. Schools, that's why they have schools. Schools where children must attend from a certain age, from 0 to 14 or 0 to 12. More. People can give them the basics, then from 13 they can begin to make decisions. But you cannot see a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old selling mango. Okay, I'm beginning. That must be the mango when you want to sell. You just want to, because you say I sell banana when I'm small. No, that's taking the child into the streets. Anyways, those are the topics we have for today. There's no need going further. We just hope we can deliberate more on that on the child abuse discussion. Yes, and we can do something about it. Probably things have to change. When Nigeria is not a country for experiment, everything is there's if you want to have a bad security, bad network, Nigeria, bad roads, bad education. Are we the experiment of the world? We need something good to talk about, apart from dirty December. Anyways, we are almost there for our 2-hour mark. And I'll say we are going to round up for the day. It's a Monday, it's a busy Monday. We are going to round up for today. And my African proverb, the African proverb for today talks about a child, which says, a child is a child to everyone. A child is a child to everyone. Which means that every person in any community or society has the responsibility, I quote, responsibility to care and protect children. To care and protect children, regardless of their individual relationship to the child. I'm going to read this, I'm going to say this again and again. A child is a child to everybody, regardless the color, the race, the size, the religion, the ethnicity. A child is a child to everybody, and which means that every person in a community or in any community or any society has the responsibility to care and to protect for children, or to care and protect children, regardless of their individual relationship to the child. So going back to my child abuse discourse, let us make every child a child to us, because I believe when we protect a child, someone will protect our children. Or when we protect other children, when we care and protect other children, there will be others to protect our children when we are not there. That is my submission. We cannot continue to throw our eyes away when we see certain things happen in our society, in our environment, in our community. Children, they say, leaders of tomorrow. Although they lie to us in Nigeria, because our leaders are still the leaders of the future. But in a proper environment, the children are the leaders of the future. That is why I take my leave for today. That's why I say we close the curtains. It was nice having to have my honorables in the house, my panelists. It was beautiful having the people that watch on all social media platforms. We have done a good one today again. We have deliberated on the happenings around us, our society, connecting Nigerians with Nigerians from abroad. We say, as we go further, we will stay together to build a bright and a great future for us and our environment as they closed. Thank you very much for being with Upper Importance today. I appreciate everybody in the studio, and I will say enjoy the beautiful week ahead. I'll see you on Friday. Thank you, panelists. Thank you, viewers. Have a good week ahead.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.